Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's live stream. We have ongoing severe weather taking place this evening across portions of Illinois and Indiana. And I am here live with Rob. And Rob, we are kind of taking a look at some of this weather. So we can see here there are still a couple tornado watches that are in effect, as well as a severe thunderstorm watch for portions of Indiana. So let's kind of dive right into this. We got your screen here up. So what are we looking at? This is that line in Indiana. We've got a couple severe thunderstorm warnings that I can see.
We do. Yeah, we got some cells going through portions of Indiana, and I believe they have a severe thunderstorm watch in the area. Expires in 3 hours. This report is South Central Indiana that expires. Actually, I don't have where it expires. Oh, it expires in 3 hours. So that's midnight, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's
this area over here. Sorry.
I think we might have lost Rob there, so lost his audio. But
Hello?
yep, I got you back. There we go, Rob.
What were you saying?
I said we lost your audio there for a second.
Oh, okay. This one for Ohio expires at 12. These areas for the watch at midnight.
Yeah, so kind of let's go through some of these warnings here. If you can, just kind of let's see what we've got. So we've got currently looks like 11 severe thunderstorm warnings that are currently active on the board this evening. And do we have any tornado
warnings right now?
No, now we're down to 10. No tornado warnings. So that is the good news. We have had a few different tornado reports today across portions of Illinois and Indiana.
Yes. I don't have the reports for it. We did have some tornadoes here from Western Indiana, Illinois. I think there was also one up here near Gary in Chicago. I don't quite remember.
Yeah, here I'm gonna pull. I got the storm reports here pulled up from Storm Prediction Center. So here's kind of what we're looking at for today. So we can see, cluster of tornado reports across portions of Illinois. And a good number of wind reports. We've had 9 tornado reports today, 54 wind damage reports, as well as 17 hail reports, even down into Kentucky, for a combined total of 80 reports thus far today so far. So, so we've had one tornado report was in St. David, Illinois. We have this report here. From Pekin, Illinois, storm spotter looking west-southwest from Pekin at a tornado. We had another report there 3 miles east of Banner, Illinois, which this is actually just a correction. It just corrects that previous tornado report from Pekin. We had another report around in Peoria County. And another report there in Tazewell County, tornado approaching. This was 2 miles southwest of Mackinac, Illinois. And then we also had a tornado in the Coggerville and Carlock area in Illinois. And that tornado also then, there's another tornado around Kappa, Illinois. We have 2 reports. Tornado reports from that. So Illinois earlier today really was quite a flurry of activity really from about what is that, 2 to 5 p.m. Central Time today.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
it definitely was pretty intense. And we can see here, looking back at the radar, Rob, that we are showing here on your screen, we can see that these storms continue here to roll through Nashville. There's two lines, one line on the eastern side of Nashville and another line on the western side there of the Nashville area. And those are moving off to the northeast there through Tennessee and also up into Kentucky. You know, right there, there is a severe thunderstorm warning up there. So that's kind of the southern side of the line. They did have a mesoscale discussion out earlier stating that really for Tennessee and into northern Mississippi, they weren't going to issue a watch, but there was the potential for there to be some strong storms, but they didn't feel strong enough about putting out any active watches for that area. Now we still have those two mesoscale discussions in place that you can see here. So we have one for eastern Illinois. Again, you can see 55 to 70 mile per hour peak wind intensity. If there are any more tornadoes, they were saying 95. This is just goes here for really another like just under half an hour, 20 minutes, 25 minutes till 10:15 p.m. And then mesoscale discussion here, 251. This goes until till 10 p.m. Central Time. And this is, again, for portions of Kentucky and Tennessee, kind of those two lines that we're looking at. So we have these storms that are out ahead of the line that cell east of Nashville. That's going to be something to kind of keep an eye on here. Let's take a look at that cell. Let's pull up WeatherWise real quick. So this is what we have going on here just east of Nashville. So this is kind of that cell that we're keeping an eye on. Which, it doesn't look half bad.
No, it doesn't. I have my other radar here. So yeah, we do have some reports also of 65 mile per hour wind gusts just near the Hopkinsville area in Kentucky by Train Spotter. Some hail reports as well near the area here in Kentucky. So
yeah, with that line there, that's definitely it. Let's taking a look at back over here at this storm here. I got it over here on WeatherWise, Rob. This is just east of the Nashville International Airport, and there is a little bit of a hooking feature. Let's look at the velocity, see if there's nothing really. This is over near Gladeville. Yeah, that storm there near Gladeville. Not really seeing any rotation on it, which is a good sign with that activity. And these storms over here that just blew through 65, those probably have some, 40 mile per hour winds in it possibly. East of Franklin, Spring Hill, that area. Definitely going to be surprised if there's maybe a few stronger winds in these lines. Yes. But again, not seeing a whole ton. Now, there is, interestingly enough, there's a little bit of rotation on that very southern storm. Not a ton there, but you can see even on your side there, Rob, that meso marker on that far southern storm there in Tennessee. Yeah, right there, that guy.
Yeah, I see that. Less than 4,000 feet, 6,000 feet tops, and it's got decent low level of velocity, but yeah, very broad rotation right now.
Yeah, exactly, and that's basically what we're seeing here as well on this very broad area of rotation.
it's in a pretty weak environment cape-wise. Instability, which is, those of you who don't know what cape is, it's a measure of instability in the atmosphere. The most unstable cape is about 600 joules per kilogram. So
On that storm there, yep. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on that. Let me kind of take a look at what we have as far as what's going on up here in Illinois. So we still have these 10 severe thunderstorm warnings. So we'll kind of start. We have one here that is just south of the Fort Wayne, Illinois area. So that is for this storm here. Well, that actually has a little bit of rotation on it as well, Rob.
yeah, it does.
Just east of Decatur, Illinois. So that's going to be one to watch. This severe thunderstorm warning goes for another 5 minutes. Tornado, they have that tornado possible tag on it. So that's definitely notable. This is kind of that same line of storms earlier that went through Illinois. So again, kind of a little bit more. It's on this very southern end of this line of storms here that's now coming into northwestern Ohio in that severe thunderstorm watch. So definitely want to kind of keep an eye on this storm here just east of the Decatur area.
Copy that. New SVR, I believe, just came out for Indiana. I believe this is for the... Check really quick here. It says 6 mile per hour goes. I'll get back to you in a minute.
Okay. So yeah, a lot of these warnings here are going to be expiring at the top of the hour. Expires 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes. Oh, here you go. Here's this one. That's what you're talking about. I see it, 34 minutes. Well, no, that's this Kentucky one. That one goes for another 34 minutes. This is
Kentucky.
down near Elkton.
Yeah.
Elkton, Kentucky. That's a severe thunderstorm warning. That was issued 14 minutes ago. This goes till 9:30 Central, 60 mile per hour winds. Possibly nothing as far as hail or anything. And that's the other thing. We haven't really had, Rob, a whole lot of hail at all in any of these storms today. I mean, there's been a few hail reports, but really not a whole lot.
Yeah.
So,
well, we have had a type of report that's been consistent. That's wind reports. We got another report here, 3 miles west of Elkton, like you were just saying, in Kentucky. 54 mile per hour winds just west of Elkton.
Yeah, so that's definitely why they've got that severe thunderstorm warning on this storm here for Elkton. Well, that actually may have been... What time was that wind report at, Rob? How long ago was that? Because this storm that's been...
It was at 1, so that's about 8:51, I believe.
Yeah,
so
that's probably storms that are off to the
6 minutes
northeast
ago.
that blew through. So...
Yeah, it's about 6 minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Could also be some outflow on the northern side of this Elkton storm as well. So that's definitely something we'll keep an eye on. A couple new special weather statements here in the Nashville area that we've got. So again, just some strong thunderstorms. These are all staying below severe limits down here, but they do have special weather statements out for these storms down here as well as this one that is coming into Louisville, Kentucky. We've got a special weather statement on that storm just off to the west-southwest. And we've got some new activity up here in Indiana. New special weather statement just issued. Again, strong thunderstorms for Madison and eastern Clinton counties there. So this does include the US 31 there, north of Indianapolis. This is, again, just north of Indianapolis. So we're seeing these storms weaken, so they're not issuing severe thunderstorm warnings on them, but they are continuing with special weather statements. So replacing the warnings with special weather statements, which is typical what National Weather Service will do once storms are just below severe limits, but still putting out a decent bit of wind. So
yeah, copy that.
But overall, Rob, today's system, yes, it did produce some tornadoes. I do think the enhanced risk was well warranted. It was kind of interesting
Yes, I
though
agree.
that it got upgraded, pretty quick. Um, but I
New
think the
SVR, by
remainder
the
of the
way,
night
for
mostly
Ohio.
will be wind risk for tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
So
New SVR for Van Wert County in Ohio. This one is for Van Wert County until 10:30 p.m. Eastern. 6 mile per hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail is the current threat with this storm. This will be near the Convoy and the Wren area in Ohio. So that one just came out.
yeah. So again, that's these storms here that are kind of. Let me switch radar sites. Let's switch over to. There it is. Yeah, this storm right here, just west of.
Yeah. Not seeing a whole lot of rotation. Maybe a little bit of broad rotation just near Wren, but it's very scattered. And there's another new severe thunderstorm warning, which extends from that southern half of the line in eastern Indiana, which is for Fayette, Franklin, Union, uh, Preble, Dark, and Wayne counties in Indiana and Ohio. Right down here. So.
Oh yeah, there is some more down there. That's Greensburg. Is that? Oh, that's Interstate
Greensburg.
70. Yeah. I see here.
Yeah, Interstate 70. 74, I-74 right there.
So yeah, all this moving out of Indiana and now coming into Western Ohio. So it will pretty much fall apart west of Columbus.
Yeah.
I don't see them expanding the severe thunderstorm watch further east. Maybe a few counties, but overall, at this time of night, with the loss of the daytime heating,
Look at all the alerts that just went off the board.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, they all, because a lot of those expired here at the top of the hour. And again, I think we'll see some more special weather statements with this line as it moves through. But I do think a lot of the warnings will be slowing down. So even the northern side. So we got that one storm there in Van Wert, and then this new storm here. This is. I mean, still pretty decent just south of Richmond, Illinois, right there on the Ohio-Illinois border. So that storm might actually be packing a decent bit of wind. Look at this little, almost like a little bit of a Boeing segment. Oh, yeah. Just kind of south of Centerville and Richmond. A little bit of a Boeing segment. So that's
a little bit of rotation right here.
Yeah, there is a little bit. Yeah. Not a ton, but there is a little bit down here near what is that, Blooming Grove, just south. There's a little bit down here as well. So a couple areas to kind of keep an eye on. Could always see those QLCS tornadoes are definitely possible. So
definitely.
Thank you, KM. It is great to be back on here on YouTube, and thank you. Hopefully you are subscribed to our channel. Definitely, if not, hit that subscribe button so you get notified. We're going to be doing a lot more of these videos and live streams and stuff like that. We are definitely fully back. I know it's been a while, but I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight and watching our live stream. So yeah, Rob, back to these storms. I do think that there's definitely some wind damage with these, especially here. Coming into Richmond, probably going to see some 60, maybe even 65 mile per hour winds, definitely possible. They have it tagged for 60, but it could be higher. So that little complex there, this little multi-cell cluster really, if you have it, definitely will be interesting.
For sure. 'Cause, 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 'cause So we'll just have to see what happens. We talked about the winter side of this whole entire thing.
No, we haven't, but let's go ahead and let's jump to that real quick. So here you can see we still have some blizzard warnings ongoing across across portions of Nebraska into Iowa, even up here basically to the Minnesota border. We do have these ongoing blizzard warnings. We also have winter storm warnings across much of Wisconsin. What are some of the snow reports that you're seeing there, Rob?
Yeah, so
Looking like
I'm looking up here. Yeah, north here near Green Bay, we got a report of 7 inches of snow just near Shawano County in Pulsifer. Right next there we have 5-inch report as well near Shawano Lake in Wisconsin. A little bit south there, 5 inches. So anywhere from, I'd say, 5 to 7 inches of snow in this band area. And then more further south, we got, looks like 3 inches of snow near Adams, Wisconsin. That's just north of Madison and Fond du Lac.
yeah.
Here near the border of, that's Iowa and Minnesota, 5.5 inches. Even over here, 7 inches of snow near Holman, Wisconsin, rather. And then Minnesota, 2 inches here near Plainview. 6 inches in Rochester. Wow, that's a major city in Minnesota.
Yep. Far
And
southeastern
then
Minnesota.
6.7 inches near Fillmore County. And in Iowa, we got about 7 inches near the Mason City area in northern Iowa. And then lower
right.
amounts here near north of Des Moines, 2 inches near the Jewel area. So, got a lot of reports in this really snow banding up here in Wisconsin and parts of Minnesota.
And we can still see there's still a good bit of snow still even coming down here in the Des Moines area as this thing continues to push off to the east. And the reason the blizzard warnings are still in effect here, they only go for another hour. But again, we are seeing winds gusting as high as 60 miles per hour across some of these areas. So that's why the blizzard warning's in effect. There's snow on the ground. It may not be falling from the sky a ton, but there's snow on the ground. You've got these 60 mile per hour winds, which are creating those blizzard conditions there across portions of eastern Nebraska into western and north central Iowa. So definitely, if you're driving out here, you shouldn't be really especially around Omaha, up toward north of Des Moines, Fort Dodge area, and even up toward Mason City. All these areas here are still under those blizzard warnings. Now, let's turn our attention real quick and take a look at our latest power outage numbers as well with this blizzard. So we can see here across Nebraska, we currently have 74,000 customers that are without power. Iowa's right now at about 14,000, so not too bad. Kansas is at about 10,000. Missouri's at about 14,000. And Indiana, we're at about 40,000 there in Indiana. Tennessee's 13. And Arkansas is at 15. So Nebraska here, you can really see this Omaha region pretty hard hit. We're seeing a lot of power outages here across across the Omaha region. Rob, can you see my screen there? I think I'm sharing the right screen. Am I sharing the right screen? No, I'm not.
It's showing my stream there for a second.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I can see it. Now it's showing OBS.
Yeah, perfect. Yep.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, I see that on the top right.
Yep. So we can see we've got a lot of power outages here across this area. I mean, pretty much all of Dodge County is without power. I mean, all of Colfax County, most of Saunders County, Washington County's a good bit out, like half of Burke County's out. So some pretty significant power outages here across eastern Nebraska this evening. So, and it's going to take them a while, especially with those blowing winds, for them to kind of clean a lot of that up there across the western Omaha suburbs area. I'm kind of surprised the radar's still online, in all honesty, you know?
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
Pretty interesting. So, but that's kind of where we've landed today. So, again, we'll be posting more updates here throughout this week. Things are going to be quieting down for our area these next couple days. We will have an uptick in some severe weather potential on Sunday. We'll be posting a video about that here in a couple of days. So definitely be sure to subscribe to our channel, have those notifications turned on so you get notified when new videos are posted. But thank you so much, Rob, for joining me this evening on this live stream covering this severe weather and also taking a look at the snow side of things. Really great getting to be on here with you this evening, and we'll be posting some more stuff. And to all of our viewers here, thank you guys for watching, for trusting Extreme Weather Videos to be your source of breaking weather news and alerts. We will definitely catch you guys on the next live stream. Have a great rest of your evening, and God bless.